Let me guess. You're home?
Aye, well, you're not fucking wrong there, are you, Doctor Strange? You're not fucking wrong.
I know you're somewhere. I'm trapped in my mind, girl.
So when I first did this video, it was in the format that I'm sort of doing it now. Originally I was going to do it where you could see my face, but that turned out to be a big no-no. But since my computer hasn't rendered that video, I'm going to have to record myself anyway and redo the video entirely, so here we go. Just need to say, this video is entirely my opinion. If you don't know what an opinion is, it should be on the screen right now. But if you've got a problem with that, then, I don't know, just watch someone else's video, I guess. Right. But anyway, let's get straight into the video. So, today I'm going to be talking about films that I saw this year, and I'm going to rank them in sort of my opinion. I'm not going on by how well the film did or anything like that, or what other people think. It's just my opinion, and like I've already said at the start of the video, if you don't like that, then yeah, just honestly don't attack me for one of the films that isn't in my top 5. Infinity War. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to get a lot of shit for putting that a bit far down. Well, I say far down, it's just not in my top 5, but yeah, anyway, let's just get straight on with the list. So, my bottom 3 are Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, Pacific Rim Uprising, and The Predator. The Predator being probably the most disappointing film of the year for me, since it's my favourite franchise and all that, and yeah, the film was just, it just wasn't great at all. I think the film was alright, and I was enjoying it until the upgrade shows up. The sort of CGI Predator, yeah, that thing. But if the film was mainly just about the fugitive and the stuff that they were planning to do, like hybrids, where it was like weird thing, yeah, look up on it. It's interesting. It's better than what we actually got for the most part. But yeah, my least favourite film, no, my least favourite film of the year is Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I think the film was a bit shit. Yeah, I'm sick of this whole trend, especially with the first one where Blue, the fucking raptor, saves the day. Yeah, okay then. Yeah, it's. I think the franchise as a whole is okay. It's only really had like a few, I don't know, maybe two good films. I don't really like Jurassic World 1, and I definitely don't like Jurassic World 2. Yeah, it's just stupid. The villains were absolutely terrible, and yeah, I don't know, it was just, do I really need another one? And I know they're going to do a third one because it's going to be like, oh, dinosaurs in the city, ooh! Do you know what I mean? It's just going to be like Planet of the Apes. I think that's what they're going to go for, which I think is stupid as fuck. Pacific Rim Uprising, need I say more, that film was an absolute train wreck. The first film was a good film. It wasn't amazing, it wasn't brilliant and all this, but it was a good, you know, film about mechs and kaiju. But yeah, the second one was just shit. It's got a few good action scenes, maybe. I did buy some of the figures, but yeah, the film as a whole is just shit. They even bring back the dead meme from like, what, 2008 was it? The troll that, yeah, they brought that back for the film, and yeah, need I say more, it was just shit. So now I'm just going to make my way up until I get to the top 3 and then I'll talk about them individually, I guess. But anyway, let's go straight into it. At number 14 on my list is The Festival. This was a UK film, I think. Anyway, it's just about a guy going to Leeds Festival and trying to enjoy himself after a breakup whilst his mates all for it and whatnot, blah blah blah. The film was alright, it was just trying to be the In-Betweeners. If you're from the UK, you know exactly what the In-Betweeners is, or you should do anyway. America tried to reboot it or tried to do their own thing with it, and it was terrible, and they got cancelled before the first season even began. Yeah, it just didn't work in that sort of environment. Like, anyway, yeah, the film was alright, I guess. It's sort of one of those films that comes out in the UK and you're there like, oh, I'll see it once. And only once. So, yeah, I thought it was alright. I got a few laughs out of it, but yeah, it was just okay. Next is Maze Runner: The Death Cure. Probably either my favourite or my second favourite in this trilogy of the Maze Runner films. The second one was absolutely shite. It was boring, it was just long. But I think the Maze Runner films are quite alright. I do enjoy them, especially the first one. So, yeah. The Death Cure, it was a kind of a nice ending to the film, this trilogy anyway, so yeah, it's at number 13. And number 12 is Ant-Man the Wasp, probably my most, like, I don't know, I wouldn't say most, but it's just a film that I was like, I wasn't interested in at all. The trailers are probably some of Marvel's worst, for me anyway. Especially for Phase 3, and the film itself was just alright. It wasn't anything special, it wasn't, do you know what I mean? But don't get me wrong, if you love the film, it's completely fine. For me, it just, yeah, it was just there. It's not one of my favourite MCU movies, I don't even think it's in my top 10, but yeah, I definitely prefer the first film. But Ant-Man the Wasp is at number 12. Number 11 is a film that I completely forgot that came out this year, and I keep forgetting it comes out this year. Oh, it came out this year, I should say. Is a Solo Star Wars story. Now, if it means that I'm forgetting that it's coming out this year, you might kind of get an idea of what I think of it. I don't think it's an awful film, but it's just, I don't know, I don't think it was needed. I would much rather have an Obi-Wan film over a Solo film any day of the week. But the film wasn't awful, it was alright. The trailers did it for me, but yeah, I don't know, I just think it's passable. But it is the thing, this has come from a guy who loves Revenge of the Sith, and you might be like, oh what? You love a prequel? Ugh, they were terrible. Yeah, but Revenge of the Sith, I don't, and the thing is, the prequels are getting more love of the sequel films now, so yay. That's a different change of things, but yeah, Solo Star Wars story was alright. It had a lot of Chewie, or Chewbacca I should say, which I love that character. Moving on to number 10, we have Black Panther. Now, some people might be like, why didn't you put Ant-Man the Wasp there? Black Panther was the worst MCU movie of the year. Well, for me, I thought it was alright. I did enjoy it for the most part. This was a film I was seriously excited for, considering Black Panther is my favourite superhero, and yeah, the film was just a bit of a letdown, to be honest. It kind of felt like a Phase 1 movie with terrible CGI that came out of the early 2000s. I hope to God Marvel don't do that again. It was just terrible. Yeah, if you've seen the film, you know exactly what I'm on about, especially where Killmonger and T'Challa fight like rubber fucking man. It was terrible. But yeah, Black Panther. I love the soundtrack, I love the setting, I love Wakanda. The cast was great. And I know why people would say this is their favourite film of the year because what it's done for representation, Hollywood and all that stuff. So I completely get that, but for me it's number 10. At number 9 we have Incredibles 2. This is a sort of weird one because I was excited for the film, but when I actually saw it I was like, I prefer the first one. Simple as, I just prefer the first one. The film I think is really good, as in Incredibles 2. But I don't know, it's just, it took so long for him to make it, and then yeah, I just prefer the first Incredibles over Incredibles 2, but some people might disagree with me and that's completely fine. At number 8, I have Deadpool 2, and this is sort of the same case with The Incredibles. I prefer Deadpool 1 to Deadpool 2, even though there's a lot of things in Deadpool 2 that I do really like. I like Cable and Domino and whatnot, but yeah, the kid who plays Fire Fist or whatever his name is, it just really ruins the film for me. I just found him really annoying, and yeah, I know why he was in the film, but it was just like, can you not? I would have much preferred it if the Juggernaut was the main villain of the film, but yeah, just this kid. I know he's not really the villain. Well, he technically is in the future, but yeah, anyway, I just found him really annoying, and yeah, moving on. At number 7, we have Aquaman, a recent film that just came out and a DC film. I love Aquaman, I really do. It's my favourite DC movie. In general, I prefer it to The Dark Knight and everything, and people might be like, are you crazy? You bloody mental! And I probably am, but yeah, Aquaman, I really enjoyed. Nothing more I can say to it, but yeah, it's at number 7. Number 6 is Infinity War. There's nothing that I have against the film or anything like that, apart from that I've seen it too many times and I can't watch it over and over again because I think it gets a bit, I wouldn't say boring, but do you know what I mean? I don't know, it's just, I love the film, but I just couldn't watch it constantly. And there's other films I enjoyed much more than Infinity War this year, so it comes at number 6. And now we're into my top 5, even though I said I was going to do it from 3. But anyway, my top 5. Starting at number 5 is Creed 2. I absolutely love Creed 1. I think it's a fantastic film, and I think the same with the second one. I think the second one I enjoy more than the first, just because of what's happening in terms of Adonis fighting Creed's son and what, not Creed's son, Adonis fighting Drago's son and whatnot, and kind of how important it is to the main character that he wins the fight and all that stuff against Drago's son and whatnot. And yeah, if you don't even have to be a fan of the Rocky franchise, you can just be a fan of the Creed stuff and understand what has happened in the past. The film completely lets you in on what's happened. But yeah, I just love Creed 2. I think it was a fantastic film. Yeah, what else do you want me to say? And number 4 is Bumblebee. Easily my favourite Transformers movie of all time, beating the G1 movie, even though I do love that film, but I'm not a massive G1 fan, mainly because I didn't grow up with it. But Bumblebee I thought was absolutely just, it was everything I needed it to be. Yes, there isn't as much action in it compared to the Michael Bay films, which I don't like. I must stress that enough. And it's kind of mad how Paramount come out with Bumblebee, and last year they had The Last Shite, with famous scenes like this.
You wretched human.
Yeah, the film was shit. The Last Night. That is, it's a Transformers film that really gets me angry talking about it, just because of how shit it is. But yeah, Bumblebee I really enjoyed. The opening sequence in Cybertron made me tear up just because of how beautiful I thought it was. Yeah, the story itself was really good. The main character, played by Haley Steinfeld, I think it is, who plays Charlie, she was a fantastic character, and honestly a character with a lot of heart and emotion and whatnot, and that is what the story is. It actually has characters, and likeable ones. This version of Bumblebee, even though it is technically canon to the Michael Bay films, but it's also a reboot. If you see the film, you'll know exactly what I'm on about, even though there's people debating about it, but it is both. Yeah, this version of Bumblebee I love, and I'm not a massive Bumblebee fan. In the last 5 Transformers films, I've kind of been like, oh, fuck's sake, here comes Bumblebee. Bumblebee. Yeah, do you know what I mean? I've kind of had that attitude towards him, but as soon as Travis Knight comes in and directs this, like a Transformers film, I was like, B is adorable, and I kind of love him in this film. Well, I don't say kinda, I do love him in this film. The Decepticons, Shatter and Dropkick, they were fantastic. Blitzwing, he was alright, he was just there. But there's a lot of callbacks to the G1 original movie. For example, the touch plays, and there's a lot of stuff like the character Brawn getting shot in the shoulder like he does in that film, and Prime jumping and shooting the Decepticons as he did in the original film. So there's a lot of nice things like that throughout and whatnot, and Travis Knight is a massive Transformers fan. Well, I wouldn't say a massive, but he is a fan, and you can tell. But yeah, if you love G1, you'll probably end up loving the film. But anyway, number 3 is Bohemian Rhapsody. What can I say about this film? Yeah, so the film's obviously about Queen, or it's more or less about Freddie Mercury and his life and whatnot. I absolutely adore this movie. Yes, there is things that I did get incorrect, I should say, about when he was diagnosed with AIDS, and certain songs didn't come out in this year and that, but the film sort of said it did. Just small things like that. If you're a die-hard Queen fan, you might be a bit like, yeah, that didn't happen, this didn't happen, stuff like that. But yeah, I love this film. I can't wait till it comes out on Blu-ray, because I'm definitely going to get it. And also I love Queen as well, so. But yeah, number 2, and I've changed these around since my video, is Mission Impossible Fallout. A film that I had zero intention of seeing this year, but yeah, I love it. I absolutely love Mission Impossible Fallout, and it's definitely got me into the franchise of Mission Impossible. I've only seen Ghost Protocol, I think it is, and Rogue Nation, the only good ones of the series. Apparently, I haven't watched 3, 2 or 1. I didn't want to go back and watch them, but I probably will at some point. But Fallout was just fantastic, like it just was so good. But yeah, anyway, number 1 is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. This has been a year for Spider-Man, and yeah, this film was just great. Like, it just was so good. Easily my favourite Spider-Man movie of all time. Yeah, Into the Spider-Verse was just, yeah, definitely my favourite Spider-Man movie of all time. I will just say that Spider-Man 2 is definitely my second favourite, and then it's Homecoming for my third. But yeah, Into the Spider-Verse was just, I need more of it. But yeah, that's the list. I didn't see Venom. I was planning to, and then I saw, well, the trailers kind of got me like, oh, that looks nice, I might give it a watch, you know. And then I saw clips and I thought, fuck that, I'm not wasting money on it at all. And then I saw the ending fight scene, and that definitely made me not want to see it at all. So yeah, I was never really gonna watch Venom in any way, shape or form. It was just, I had zero intentions. But yeah guys, thanks for watching, and I hope everyone has had a pretty good year, and hopefully 2019 is an even better one. This video, I'm not sure when it's going to come out. I think it's going to be on the 1st of the new year. So it's my first video of the new year that's came out. But yeah, I'm recording this on the 24th of December. I hope everyone's had a great Christmas and whatnot, and yeah, hopefully I can bring a lot more good content this year, and yeah, see you later.
Things can't change. Switch on the same time, I'm taking put you this in bag of a phone call. Girl that you fuck with, kill her so. That was this summer and nobody helped. And ever since then, when I hate myself, when the fucking ended, pessimistic. All wanna see me when nobody pissing.